and welcome back to the channel. My name is Alexis here, and I am your life coach here at Prospering in Singleness. And guys, I'm so excited to be back. Y'all, I'm just gonna do a quick little chat today, springing into action. We're just gonna be talking about, what are we doing to spring into action? If we know God has called you, if you know this, like God has called you into marriage, and you are currently single, what are you doing to prepare for that next season of your life? Um, and so that's what we want to really get into today, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and I would greatly appreciate that. Listen, guys, springing into action. This is our theme for the month of March in our live video series, coming live to you every day, Monday through Friday. So you can always expect a video. Every day, okay, Monday through Friday in this month. And so guys, when you think about springing into action, I want you to write, in the comment section, what does that mean to you? How are you springing into action? How are you preparing yourself for the blessings? How are you preparing yourself for marriage to come, whether that be in months or whether that be, years down the line? What are you doing now? Put everything into perspective. What are you currently doing right now to prepare yourself for the blessing that God has for you? Okay. I know I can speak for me. One thing that I'm currently doing in this season is really learning to take care of myself. I am so kingdom minded that I was just telling my counselor the other day. I was like, when I get into something, like I go full throttle, like I put 100% into it. And like in this last few years, I've been in so many transitions. And so it's kind of easy to like neglect, if you're not careful, if you're not mindful of it, you can neglect even your own self-care, your own well-being for whatever assignment, but you have to be prepared for the assignment. And one thing I know that you have to do, especially for marriage, you have to take care of yourself, right? You can't, you really cannot just go in with any type of like just selfish mentality, but like self-care is selfless. Like you taking care of yourself, you pouring into your own cup allows you to better serve others. It allows you to better serve your God-given assignment in this earth. And so I just want to caution you with that, because I know for me it's something like I really have to be mindful of. Like, hey, you got to take care of you, right? Yeah, you serving all these individuals. You are you working here, you're doing this, you're doing that. You can have so many things going on. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome. Hi. I am Simon. Welcome and clean. Hello. So you got to make sure that you're taking care of you. So what are you doing to prepare for what God has for you? What are you doing currently in this season? That's the question for this live, guys. And I just kind of want to hear yes, you guys, if you can, go ahead and write in the chat. What are you doing? If you are single, what are you doing to prepare for marriage right now? How are you preparing yourself? Are you setting your goals? And so I was just saying that one of the things I really have to work on is self-care. I can get so carried away and bogged down, like with everything that I'm doing, and not really focus on becoming. And so, taking care, that means pouring into your cup daily, making sure you're spending time in the presence of God, making sure that you are, exercising, making sure that you are eating properly, because all of those things matter. Okay. You have to be mindful of those things because, right, how are you going to be able to help and serve? I see marriage as just it's just service, right? How are you going to be able to serve your future wife or your future husband if you're taking care of your own self, right? So it's like you really have to be mindful of those things. You have to be mindful of, just even the things that happen in life. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Welcome. You have to be mindful just of your own goals. Are you showing up for yourself? Are you being faithful to what you said you were going to do? Are you, a man or a woman of your own word, right? Because those things, like when you say you're going to do something, like people are going to be expecting you to show up, right? So how are you taking care of yourself? Are you learning? Are you growing? Okay. Are you healing? Are you on your healing journey? How are you preparing? And I want to hear you guys listen, put it in the chat. How are you preparing for the blessing of marriage that God has for you in the future? Like, are you guys in courses? Are you, on your healing journey, your health journeys? Make sure you guys write it in the chat. Listen, I'm trying to see. I want to see what you guys are doing also. This is just a very informal chat today, guys. I have to, I'm going to be working tonight. So about to get ready to go in a few minutes. But I just want to hear from you guys. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, are you doing anything? Are you like, I ain't trying to prepare. Like, I mean, whatever it is, like, I'm just curious as to know what that, what you guys are doing. What's your thoughts even on preparing for marriage? You like, do you believe you should prepare for marriage? Because hey, like, just tell me. I'm curious to know what you guys are thinking on that aspect. But I think it's important to, if you know this is faith in action, then springing into action. If you know God's going to do something for you, all right, you got to prepare for it. You got to plan for that thing. The scripture says that faith without works is dead. Alrighty. So you've got to do your part. You've got to get in there. You've got to put the work in on you. Right. And I think not just for the sake of marriage, but it's just like because you love yourself. Right. Even like without marriage goals, I know like there's certain things that I've been working towards for some years now. I'm like, just because I want to do it, I didn't even think about, a spouse or how that person could be benefited, how they could benefit so greatly from that. But I think that's important, figuring out what goals you have in place and going after those goals. Like, it's important that you take care of yourself. It's important that you mind the things of the Lord too, especially like spiritual preparation is numero uno, like siempre, always. It's like you've got to continuously, the more you know about God, it's like the more you're going to learn about your own self. And the more you know about yourself, the better off you'll be with your relationships, between your family, between friends, and for that future companion one day. Right? If you know how you are, then you can show up better in your relationships, and you can, be a blessing to other people. So you guys, it's all about springing into action. So make sure if you're not doing anything, listen, get on it. Let's go. Get on some goals. Make sure you're building your businesses, build your brands. If the Lord told you to start a YouTube channel and you just still just consuming content, let's go. Get that channel started. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be perfect. You cannot expect to be perfect at all. But I'm telling you, just get going. Get started with something. If it's a health journey, if it's, if you want to run a marathon one day, like, let's go. It starts with a step. Okay. You got to take that first leap of faith. You got to step out on faith to do what God's calling you to do. If it's going back to school, learning more education, do it. Okay. Get out there and go for it. Don't be worried about other people and what they have to say, what they, well, you did this, you tried that. Listen, if you're single, this is your time to try whatever you want to try. Like, you want to try new hobbies, you want to explore new career opportunities, go for it. I am a person, guys. I just do not believe in being limited. Go for the purpose, go for the goal, whatever it is that God has placed in your heart, whatever it is that you want to do, make sure you go for it, right? And of course, in its proper timing. So don't just like up and leave your job like tomorrow. Don't just put your, if you don't have leading of the Lord, if you don't have a plan or something like that, make sure you just go for the goal, all right? Because this is a season and time to do it. Make sure you travel the world. Make sure you learning diferentes idiomas. Like, make sure you learning new languages. Like, you are connecting with people, making connections with people all over this world. I'm telling you, it will bless your life. Learning a foreign language, guys, and we're gonna do a whole video on that, like the things that I've done so far, because I want to encourage you, like, as a single, this is your the best time to do it, to write that book, to learn that language. All right, to travel this planet, like to go all over. This is your time, your moment. This is like, you're single. Nobody's stopping you. All right. You don't have to check in with a spouse. Hey, I want to take a trip here. I want to do this. Da, 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 da. Like, you just go and enjoy your trip. Okay. And so, yeah, I'm excited to talk to you guys about those topics. We'll talk about that a little further in the month, but this is just a little springing into action, a little quick chat. I just wanted to pop in for a little bit before I go to my next job. So you guys be blessed, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's video will be in Espanol. It will be in Spanish. So make sure, hey, listen, if you're trying to learn Espanol, bueno, Venga mañana, come tomorrow for the video, even though it's going to be in Spanish, and practice your Spanish with me, okay? I want to remind you guys that I have a free webinar for singles this Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will post the link in the description of this video, so make sure you come on in with us. We've been having some marvelous, marvelous webinars, and we don't want you to miss out on it, okay? Alrighty, well, love you guys. See you tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Bye.